Well, thank you everybody for joining today. We're going to go ahead and get started. We've had about 7 features or so released this past month. And so we'll walk through those. It shouldn't take us too long. So we'll try to get you out of here in a good amount of time. But thank you all for joining this month's feature release webinar. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to post a question in the chat. I'll be monitoring those and we'll get those answered. All right, so I'm gonna start sharing my screen here. 1 second. All right, okay. So, first thing we are going to point out today, so on the dashboard here, if you hop over into your account settings, and you scroll down here to the bottom, we have this default locations. Now, this is not a new feature. This has been here for a while. However, if you have not set a default location, certainly would encourage you to do so. And that serves 2 main purposes. Number one, so if you add in a default location, you can add 1 or more. So if you add that in, 2 things are going to happen. Number one, when you navigate to any of these maps here, we'll just hop into the plat map, it is going to kind of default to that location, that area. So this particular account has several default locations set. So you can see we're kind of zoomed out a little bit, but if let's say I just had like DeKalb County set, it would zoom in a little bit closer. Now, the second purpose is, as you know, last month we highlighted these farm auctions here, and we're now sending out a weekly digest, keeping people updated on upcoming auctions in their area. So this is going to show auctions that are coming up within the next month in your area. So this is great for reaching out to customers who could possibly be interested in purchasing. So for loan purposes, for just keeping yourself updated, or, for customers who might be looking to, brokerage customers who might be looking to purchase. So signing up for just entering that default location is going to give you access to those email reminders. You'll only get that reminder if there are auctions in your area that are upcoming. So right now it is showing, it will give you any that are upcoming in the next month. And then we are also working on making sure anytime auctions get added to the platform to also include, these auctions are coming up in the next month, but these 3 were also recently added. So you're kind of always staying updated on what is out there. So again, that is just setting your default location. Again, you can set more than 1, and it'll kind of zoom in again to that area on the map, or whatever possibly your territory is. You can add in all of those locations, and again, you'll get that email notification Tuesday of every week. All right. So the second feature that we want to highlight for all of you who are using reports, we've just updated how those are organized. So a little bit friendlier to view and look at. So we've got them organized by operational data. So anybody who is using those farmer reports, operator information, UCC filings, or the subsidies. So those are now falling under your operational data section. Organizational data. So CMAs that you create, private comps, any documents that are uploaded to the to a farm, just anything that your organization really is doing, or data that your organization is adding to the platform, would be found under the organizational data section. And then we have our ownership data, so your land sales bulletin reports, your owner's reports, whatever reports that you or your organization has access to that is kind of focused on ownership data is going to be there. And then custom reports. So anything that might be custom to your organization would be here. All right. Okay. So the next one, it's just a really quick one I want to point out is when we are creating a CMA. So we've got one in here, but I'm going to come in here to the Farmland Insights. I'm going to create a new CMA. So this radius here, this default radius, this yellow line previously was set at 30 miles, and we just brought that into 10 miles. Just after some customer feedback, brought that down, but it can still be extended. So if you're in an area that you might need to extend that a little bit further, again, you can extend that up to 100 miles, whatever is going to be useful for you and your needs. But just again, based off of customer feedback, we narrowed that down to 10 miles. Okay. Next, we come back to this farm here. You'll notice under the name of the farm, we have this lat long here and this copy to clipboard. Also, under this options drop down here, I can open this farm directly in Google Earth. So kind of the purpose, the use case behind these features here is we have customers who have said, I want to be able to look at the historical imagery of a farm. And while our maps don't provide that historical imagery, we did want to make it easy for you to research that in your preferred platform. So if Google Earth is that, you could open it up directly here and go to the web version, or you can copy that to the clipboard and you could go into the desktop version of Google Earth. So I'm just gonna open that up here, and you could copy and paste that lat long there and go into your Google Earth and look at that historical imagery of the farm and either, download those images or take screenshots, whatever you need to do to research what that farm might look like in both wet and dry years to see, or when buildings were added or removed. Just whatever sort of historical imagery that you need to look at. We just wanted to make that a little bit easier for you to access. While we are here on this page, we also have this share button here. So this is going to be on your, so on just a farm, on a claimed farm, you can have that share button and you can share it across different platforms. But I actually want to go into the sold farms. So on the sold farms page, so whether this is a farm that you have sold or somebody else within your organization has sold and you want to use this for marketing purposes. So if I just navigate, I'm going to use this private comp here. That can be any farm on the sold page, whether that is a private comp, something added through land sales bulletin, whatever it might be. On this page, you also have this share button, but what's unique about the one on the sold farms page is it is going to have this contact card here. So what I can do with this contact card, I can copy that link. I can send this to my customers. I can include this in a newsletter that goes out. So whenever a customer opens up that newsletter or somebody opens up that newsletter and clicks on that link, go to this incognito tab, they are going to see the details of that farm. They're going to have my broker's or somebody's contact information there. If I made edits to the farm details, they'll see that, but I can include that in just my communication Or I can also post that, onto social media. I can opt to not include my locations, or if I'm marketing and I want to do this for somebody else, I can include somebody else's locations and, get this and start adding that into either a newsletter or some kind of like digital communication with somebody. Or again, that copy to clipboard, I can just quickly copy John Manager's email here and include some links into a digest to John Manager. Okay. Let's see here. And the last little thing I want to show is when we are adding a new farm. We just changed one little thing slightly. So I'm just going to zoom in here. I'm going to just click on this parcel. So this here, this add farms, add your parcel, add your field, or add parcel and field, that used to be kind of down here at the bottom. And it's now just up here kind of at the top, a little more conveniently located. So I can click add both field and parcel. And then from there, it's pretty much the same experience after that. Again, I still have my lat long here, so I can copy and paste that. Add that farmland to my account. And again, got that lat long there. And can continue doing research on that farm. And again, down here, I can open it in Google Earth there, or copy and paste the latitude, longitude from there. Are there any questions at all? Anything anybody wanted to see again? All right. Well, that was kind of all of our features that we've released this past month. We will have a lot more next month, I'm sure. And I appreciate everybody joining this, and hope everybody has a great rest of your day. All of these notes on these features can be found in the Help Center on the monthly feature release section. I still owe you getting April's video uploaded, but we'll have April and May uploaded for you all. These uploaded for you to watch and share out with anybody else within your organization. But if there are no questions, then I appreciate everybody joining, and have a great day. Oh, I see. All right. Thank you, Susan. All right. Wonderful. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you.